What's up guys, welcome back to To-Do List Minecraft. I don't know why we're starting in the middle of the night, or probably actually in the early morning. Let's check our to-do list room because it taught us a valuable lesson last time, which was do not ignore the to-do list room. So, hopefully it's calmed down a bit. Town and bees. Okay, well then, let's... Okay, I know what it's talking about. We need to finish our town. I got started with it and then we started doing dinosaurs because I kind of got bored of building. Now I'm in the mood to build again. I've set up over here because we need a lot of clay because I like clay as the floor in a lot of these buildings. So we'll need a lot of clay. I've set up over here a semi-automatic clay farm. And basically this is full of dust and this has water, and this is a transfer node with a weld interruption upgrade, and it picks up water from here and puts it into the barrel with the dust, and that makes clay. And you just hold right click here and you'll gradually work through all of the dust in the box, and eventually I'll have a box full of clay. So checking in, we have a stack of 64 plus 9 more, and it'll take a while to get a lot because, like I said, it's semi-automatic. The reason it's only semi-automatic is because I didn't want to have to run power from all the way over there to over here. And I'd like to fix that problem by making some things called, I'll show you, they're called tesseracts. Not the thing from, what's the movie? Avengers. Not the thing from the Avengers, the thing from Minecraft, where you basically can transmit power, items, or liquids as far as you want. It's like having a portal, but a bit smaller. And it doesn't mean that, it means that I don't have to sustain a portal. But I'm not going to make that yet. I'm going to do that when we get to the episode where we finish our sky base. So there's clay, and that's going to be part of the town. The reason that bees were on the list is because firstly, I want to get into bees. I love bees. They're not necessarily useful because there's better ways of getting almost all the resources they make, in my opinion. But we can get blue dye from them, and that's good because I hate searching for hours for forests. So to get blue dye, we need to make blue bees, obviously. I don't mean blue, I mean light blue, because blue is just lapis, and that's fine. Although actually, it just occurred to me that we don't even need to use the bees. It's just lapis and bone meal, which we have in plenty. I'm still going to make the bee thing because I want to get into it, but I'm probably just going to use lapis and bone meal. Let's just test it out to see if it does work. I don't know why I never thought of this before. I've literally spent hours working on the bees to get light blue dye. Yeah, it does work. It works really well. Okay, well, we won't be making the bees for that reason. We probably will make the bees this episode anyway, because I like them and I'd like to get into them. But this is a far superior way. Okay, great then. So I'm going to shove this probably in this chest, and then we're going to go and grind some clay for a long time until we get basically all of this clay made. Okay, I've brought the relevant chest over here. It's all filled up with clay now, so we can just plop it there, and it all should stop being pulled into the furnaces. Let me check if we've got enough furnace fuel. I'm going to get some more coal for it because we've got no short supply of coal. Oh, I have an egg. There we go. Put this back down next to it so I don't lose it. Okay, we're seeing this start to fill up already. Now, I need to do this anyway at some point, so I'm going to fix the farm because it's all messed up. Let's cut down all this fir wood. It turns out this guy cannot farm fir. It has to be one of the, well, at least I don't know which plants it has to be, but it can't be fir anyway. So I'm going to pick up all of the fir saplings and take them all out of his inventory. I'll leave the silver bubble in there for storage. Okay, now he's getting back to work, and our system won't be backing up anymore. This guy must have produced a ton of coal before things started going off, because that's never run out of coal. We've never once run out of coal. And I think it's because the butcher process, the amount of meat that is produced is quite sufficient for anything, really. Although we have a ton of leather. I'm actually going to just throw away all this leather since we're not using it for anything, and it's going to keep building up. How's the town hall doing in terms of meat? Because that's basically all this town eats now. Yep, tons of meat. So, while we're waiting for that dye to cook, let's lay out some of the other houses that we want in this village. The inn is quite large, and that is exactly what I want. Maybe, I'm wondering if it might be too large, but I do like it. And maybe this building will see a few changes. I don't know. But I'd like, for example, another house. Probably here. This is the layout for our road. So I'll probably put this house here. Okay, here is the frame for one of our new houses. It's a bit tall and quite long, and I wanted it to be longer. I think this is probably going to be our dock house, or rather, I guess the house that is most associated with our docks. And well, I should mention the docks are going to be out here. I haven't talked about the docks, but they will be here. This is a very basic frame because I'd like to make each building a bit unique. The same thing over here, by the way. This will be changed to make it a bit more form-fitting. Like it's an inn. It should look like an inn, and the same thing with whatever this will be. It's a building that should look like that building, and it also has to look different to all the rest of the buildings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a couple more frames for a couple more buildings that I know we need. And then I'm going to cut back before I start building and talk about the role that each building's going to have. So you'll see me in a second when we will have a bunch of frames. And I'm not sure where to put all of them, but we'll have a bunch of houses anyway. Okay, I think we have enough stuff to be getting on with. There's lots of new structures here, so I'm going to go to the far end, and then we're going to go through each one to explain what their role is and why they look like that, and maybe some of them might change as I continue to build, because these are obviously just frameworks and they've got to be filled in. But let's start with this. This is not the first one I built, it just happens to be the furthest one. So this will be our forester, not someone who cuts down wood. Honestly, I don't know the proper term for this, but not someone who cuts down wood, but someone who makes new species of trees. There's a mod in this game called Forestry for Minecraft, and you can make new species of trees and put them in your village, and it looks nice, and I'd like to do that. So this is where that's going to go. I guess it's called tree husbandry, so this is where our tree husbander is going to go. This guy probably either, and these are a bit different, either a butcher or a library. And if it's a butcher, it'll just be collecting some meat from there to stock in here so that you don't have to go quite as far to get meat. Or if it's a library, it'll be the place where under the floors books are produced and then they are stored on shelves in here for me to come and grab when I need them. This place, probably just a house, I'm not sure yet. I wanted it to be a bit different to the rest of the village buildings. I wanted it to have a balcony and be a bit different shape. Not sure what to do with it yet, but it's there nonetheless. This is the beekeeper. And on these wooden plots is where all the beehives are going to go. Not as many as I'd like, and probably not as easily automatable as I'd like, but they can go here anyway. So, and maybe there'll be some changes to this to make it a bit more automated, but we'll see. This place, don't know. If that one's not the library, then this one will be the library, but I wanted it to have a different shape as well. Maybe even this could be an apothecary, not sure. I guess we'll see. This place will probably be an aquarium, honestly, even if it sounds weird. Because there are a few cool things in the world, like the coelacanth and the nautilus that I'd like to put in here, and maybe some squid as well. Just maybe have a tank on the second floor, open to the world. And on the first floor, I'll probably have all the fish that's caught in the game shipped here, or delivered here, and then stored in barrels so that we know where to come and get it. This building just exists to fill out the space. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Probably just storage or something. Yeah, not sure. But something will go here anyway. This is kind of the same deal. I wanted a building that traverses this level and this level. So I'm probably going to put maybe a guard tower, maybe storage, maybe something's going to go here, but I guess we'll see soon. This building over here is a little bit special, and this is not going to be its final form. I'd like it to have a little bit more detail on it. And what this is actually a mint, because I would like to start setting up some trading in the game, some proper trading between this village over here, this village, and a village that will be over there at some point soon. So we need a place to store gold and to have gold taken to and taken back from and so on. So it's probably going to be here, and this is a vault. It's just like patterned in fir wood so that I can see where it should go. But it's going to be this shape and going into the rest of the hillside. And this is going to be where all the gold is stored. And there'll probably be like a cashier or a banker rather here. And that'll be from the Ancient Warfare mod because there are traders in it. So that's that. This over here will probably be a museum because we gather a lot of cool things like dragon eggs and other unique and rare items. And I'd like to put them in here to store. And basically this is just be a hall of our exploits, the things that we've done that I think are cool, and somewhere to put them. This place is just something I wanted to build because I wanted to make the docks look a bit more filled out. So this is going to be a shipyard. That's why there's this space with water in it. And I'm just going to have a second layer here, which is the place where you can walk around and work on the ship. Then it gets dropped in here and taken out. There's going to be one stationary ship in here. I'll build a small outline, and it's going to be as if it was being worked on, and then I'll just leave that there forever. Speaking of the docks, this is the docks. I would like to maybe expand them out a little bit, have a very large dock coming out here with our old ship that we no longer use docked here. But yes, this is going to house everything to do with water basically. I've made this like quayside area, which maybe will have some work done to it, I don't know. But I just wanted a way to get down from this level to this level, and I figured that connecting this to the docks made most sense. So this area is going to continue around a little bit and probably peter off around here, and then we'll have the docks span out like this. I mean, it's all subject to change, but I like it. I think the last building I haven't shown you, I think I've shown you all of those now, is this one, which is going to be a lighthouse. It's a little bit fur heavy, yeah, but I think that, and it's the same with all these buildings, when the outsides are in, when the marble or the stone or whatever I'm going to put in there is in, it should look a lot less like this. Because a lot of the fur gets covered up, like the inside bits here get covered up. I'm going to put something in between this step and this step. So if you're feeling like it's a little bit fur heavy and then it might not look good, let's see when it's filled. So the next step is to take a bunch of marble They're not all going to be marble. Most of them will be. A bunch of marble, and I'm actually going to use detailed cobblestone for the bottoms because I really like the way it looks. I know we used it on the cheap village or the poor village, but I really like it, so I think we're going to be using it. Yes, the next step is to get a bunch of marble and a bunch of cobblestone. Oh, cobblestone's easy, and marble's pretty plentiful. And then fill these in. Skystone will be an issue, and I think we'll run out of skystone pretty quickly. These were all cut in half blocks of skystone, so this is actually half as much as it looks. It'll be the same for this, but still. I know there is an asteroid there. Skystone comes from asteroids. Maybe we'll have some roofs made out of either coloured lapis in blue or coloured lapis in black. It's just I might get a bit sick of the black. That's something I've tried to remain very conscious of. A lot of the buildings are going to have the same patterns, the same colours, and I wanted them to be stylistically different. That's why this roof's different, and this roof's different, this roof's different. So, I mean, I guess we'll see, but I may end up using different materials for the roofs. We'll see how far I can get with the skystone we have, because there is quite a lot of it, and these, like I said, these are only half blocks. The first thing that I'll do, though, is fill in the walls. So, yes, that's what I'll do then. I'll do the walls, and then we'll cut back when I am done. But now you've seen the outline of the houses, I just wanted you to not feel like I just built a whole town without telling you. Okay then, I will see you in a second. Right, there's the roofs and also the facades. Well, I guess it's just called walls. I don't know why I keep overusing the word facade. I missed a wall there. A couple of places have missed walls. I also haven't done the doors. This is not how I'd like the doors to be, I've decided. So I need to make some changes to the doors. I'd like the doors, if we just go have a look over here first. I'd like the doors to be like this door over here. It's made out of skystone slabs to give it like an inlaid effect. Like this. There's skystone slabs here and they just turn corners as if they were stairs. And I much prefer that. So I'm probably going to do something like that with all these doors. Didn't put the front wall on here, and that's because I'd like to do some special things with this wall. Probably won't in the end because it's a bit of effort, but I'd like to have them a bit more textured than most walls. I also haven't changed out the vault because I couldn't bother to dig into the wall. Okay, let's go through each of these places. This is the lighthouse. It took me a while to remember the word lighthouse. There's nothing much to say about it other than like this is the style. Obviously there's this netherrack, and then I've just done marble, and this is just marble and coloured lapis lazuli. I actually ended up going with coloured lapis lazuli for basically everything where skystone would have been used in the past because it's so much easier to make, or rather to get, and I have it in abundance. So we've gone with lapis lazuli, and this is the inside of the shipping yard. I'd like to, obviously I need to add a door because you can't currently get in anything but the ship entrance, but I'm quite happy with it so far. Over here is the museum, which has obviously nothing in it right now. Oh, I missed on the doors I put a base of fur, but I missed it here. So yes, this is the museum. I really like the rafters, having these rafters in here, and I might add that feature in some houses I build in future, because it's just gives some dimensionality to the build. Over here is that weird area. You can't actually get in here because I blocked the door up. Let me just chop that down. There you go. Just empty right now. Haven't done anything with it. Probably will in future, but for now it's just empty. Over here is the inn. I've just taken out the walls on the inside and put in a floor, taken out the dirt. I need to put in a second layer, and I also need to do the interior. Interior is probably going to be another episode, or just a small part of another episode, because I've just done a lot of building and I'm quite bored of building stuff for now. So I'm also sick of these houses. So that interior will be later. This I think will in the end be the library, because I really like the way this building looks, and I like having an entrance hallway here, and then it goes into stacks of books. So yeah, this will probably be the library. Over here is the fishery. I guess it's got a fishmonger. And this is the second floor. I haven't built in the second floor yet, but this will be the second floor. I've got to put stairs in, obviously. And then this goes down to the dock. I need to put in the rest of the road to the dock. And then over here is that house that we still don't really know what to do with. I've put in a floor. Haven't put in the second floor yet. Same over here. This house is done. Oh, I need to put lights in, or rather, I need to put glass in the roof. This one, I had to cut down the height of the roof because I finished it and then I looked from a distance and it was crazy high. It came up to like here, and it's just too much. It didn't fit with the rest of the houses. And then finally here is the beekeeper. Now the beekeeper just needs some stairs in here, and then a little place to actually have because there are some villagers that have the profession of being beekeepers. I like to have 1 or 2 of them in this area as like shopkeepers. And then I've got to put the beehives in, and I'll just have to make the beehives myself, or go and steal them from villagers. So that is all the buildings we're going to do on the town so far. It's not all the buildings I'd like. Oh, I switched up between blue and grey in terms of the roof colours, because they both kind of go well together in my opinion. Just realised I forgot to do this building. They kind of go well together in my opinion, but I didn't want to go over the top on either, so I think I found a nice balance. But I don't know, give me your opinion in the comments anyway. This area I've been thinking, and I'd probably like to make it into a nature preserve. I don't know, because I want to do that at some point in some place. And I was either going to do it over here in the forest that we've kind of destroyed, but I like the idea of having a building here, like going from the edge of this building to here, which has, it's kind of like very fancy, and then you go through the back, and then here is like a glade with trees and animals, like the special animals, not just the usual animals. I mean, like the animals from Twilight Forest and the birds. I don't know. I think that's probably how I'm going to go with this. And I like the idea that the to-do list room sits in this sort of like sacred glade kind of thing. Up here, I'm thinking I'd like a castle. I love castles, and I never really bother building them because they're such a lot of effort. But I think I would like a castle. I don't know if it would overshadow the rest of our village though. I'm not sure. Because if not, I can put a castle over there, or maybe off in the distance over there. I don't know. I think maybe it would be too much. But either that, it's either going to be a castle up here or a temple. I'm not sure which one to go with yet, and I guess we'll think about it. So there is, I guess, the town finished enough to say that we've done this to do. And another to do will be the town interiors. And then there's also like separate and specifically important things to do with each building. So I need to, for example, fill out the museum, to build a small ship in here because it is the shipbuilding area. In each of the places that are going to be shops or resource production areas, we need to put in a relevant NPC and some relevant Ancient Warfare NPCs as well, because I realized that we can have Ancient Warfare NPCs running about this village doing a lot of the delivery stuff. Like, for example, I'd like an Ancient Warfare NPC to deliver leather and paper to the library and put them in a chest here, and then under the floor of the library I'm probably going to have a book production thing, and we'll just have a bunch of storage for books probably around here. I might even put an enchanting table, put this back, I might even put an enchanting table in here, I don't know, because I also like the idea, if we can get out of here, I like the idea of, if we go over here, finishing off this castle, or rather this castle over here, and then putting in a tower up here the enchanting table. So we'll see. But this is the town for now, and then next up we're going to start working on the bees. So I'm going to get together the stuff we need for the bees, and you will see me in a second. Alright then, I have gone around and gathered up all the bees that were available in the nearby area, just a few. There was just some forest hives just hanging about over there and over there. So the next thing we need really is, I've got no wood, the next thing we really need is some of the things from forestry in Minecraft. I think that's what this mod's called, yeah. Forestry for Minecraft. So we need a crafting table first. I'll stick this here for now, but we'll have to move it later. So I think we need a carpenter first. And that is just this, it's called sturdy casing, I think. We'll need a bunch of these, so I'm going to go ahead and make them bronze, just bronze. I've made a load of bronze, because we have, metal is like the thing that is in the easiest supply. 7's probably fine. Oh, there's also some glass, I've got to get the glass. Okay, the glass wasn't actually processing because there was too much of other stuff in there, but now we just need one more piece, and we should be able to, there should be enough when we come back to make anything else we need. It's actually the kind of glass that you make from a smelter, and it's super clear glass. I think it's not got any borders. It's the same kind of glass that I've used there. I like it a lot, but it's just an unnecessary. Oh, there was plenty of glass. Okay, well, forgot I put that in there. So the first thing we need is a carpenter, and that is glass, looks like bronze, and then you in the middle. Next up, a centrifuge, and that is copper. And then I think we need the same thing, but with tin in the middle instead, to make the next thing we need, which is a squeezer. Is that all the machines we need? Yeah, that should be right. We could also use, we need a bealyzer, or an analyzer rather. So we need to make a bealyzer. That needs the carpenter, so we need to put the carpenter down. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a secret floor. Alright, there we go. We just need an elevator for the secret room. Just because I thought we'd run out of room pretty soon, so may as well put one of these in. Okay, there you go. I can see in here now. I was actually short one block of glowstone, so there's a bit of a missing patch here. That's fine. It does the job. It's actually much better in there than it is in here. I love those elevators. Okay, so that should be all of the machines we need. Let me grab the redstone and the diamonds we need for the bealyzer. We also needed a tank, so I've made a bunch of those. We had loads of obsidian and we had lots of glass on us. Let's top up this tank. Oh, actually, we can just go and shove it over here. This should stick it in. Yeah, perfect. And I'm going to put another one there to fill up in case we ever need another one. Great. Okay, there's our water. Go back to our bee central. All right, these are our machines, and I'm just going to connect these. I need to connect this to power as well. I think they all might need power, actually. Yeah, they all need power. So I'm going to bring some power cables. I just have to dig under the ground. I'm going to bring some power cables over here so that we can start working with the bees, and then we will be back. All right, so if we go down here now, we should have our stuff done. This pipe runs all the way back to our energy system. This is not ideal, and I hate doing it. We're probably going to, next episode, set up a base and power systems that mean we won't ever have to run cable like this ever again. We'll see though, because maybe there's something else that's more important to work on for now. So we need to make a Bealyzer, glass pane. Oh, we just chucked a bunch of those away. Okay, there's 6 glass panes. I should take this out because there was actually an incident with our reactor where all of our reactors turned off because it ran out of fuel. I think because it ran out of fuel anyway. So I should be more careful. Got some plutonium in there right now. A bit hard to get to the reprocessor. Yeah, you're doing your job. Hopefully the Yellorium will get to it. It's also a problem caused by the fact that, that occasionally this will make uranium instead of Yellorium. And uranium can be converted into Yellorium by putting it in one of these boxes. But our system, I've got to do some tweaking to make it automatically do that. But since we're going to make a new system next week anyway, I'm not worried about that. So I'll do it later. Okay, there's glass panes. Now hopefully it'll work. Are you making it? Yes, you are. Okay, you're making a Bealyzer. Okay, there is our Bealyzer. Now we go up here. Put the Bealyzer here. Okay. Now you need power, I'm guessing, but we've got power already. Oh no, you need honey. You need honey to work. That's fine. What I can do, since all of these things have power now, is set up some automatic processing. So we have some bee honey, or well, any honey. And we can stick that in the centrifuge and it'll start processing. Okay, into beeswax and honey drop. So the honey drop needs to go in this squeezer, and I've got some conduits here. I'll make them go around the bottom so it's prettier. So we need an item conduit running from here to here. I'll set you to insert, and that puts the honey drop in. Really, I should set it up so that it's filtered, so that we don't get any beeswax in there. But that's fine. And then we need a fluid conduit to take the honey from here to there. Okay, now this guy has honey. We can put the floor back in. So now we can analyze some bees. Let's see what kind of bees we have. Well, I know what kinds, but let's see what their types are. And while that's happening, let's see about making some apiaries. So we need an impregnated casing. Okay, all that requires is, seed oil as well. So we need to extract the water. I wish you'd come here, water. Dig out the whole wall to get to this water. And while I'm here, since it needs seed oil, not water, let's set this to extract. Okay, that no longer has water in it now. And I should set this back to insert. So we need to use the squeezer to make seed oil. Let's get some seeds from our farm. Finally getting another use for it. And we should have, plenty of seeds. We will never have too few seeds because we've not been doing anything with them. We don't have a chicken farm that's farmed by Ancient Warfare NPCs. So there is no way to use these seeds. It's trying to put that into here. So let's give it another option. Okay, that should fill up with seed oil now. And check out what bees we have. Short life, shorter life, shorter life. Let's put the rest in. So if you don't know this mod and you think I'm going crazy that I'm examining all these bees and trying to find out what they look like and what they are, what types they are, basically this is a mod where you genetically engineer bees over and over again until you have the most superior bees, and those bees allow you to produce resources that are a little bit harder to get. Basically, it's another way of producing resources, but also it's just a fun thing to do. And I wanted to set it up because I want to get into the forestry for bees, the forestry aspect of this, which involves trees and bees. So let's get the bees sorted first. It's also like another thing for our nice village to be doing. You've got a short life as well. This guy's still squeezing seeds. Let's get some more seeds because we need quite a bit of seed oil to do this, because we need to make several apiaries, as many as possible really. And it's not like we're short of seeds. These bees are crap. Their lifespan just keeps being... that one's unknown. It keeps being shorter life, slowest worker, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, all the drones are crap. Now it's out of honey. So these are the bees we have to work with, and we'll keep an eye out for any that are better. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is automatically analysing any new bees that we get by setting it up to go have an analysed and an unanalyzed chest, and then have a worker deliver things from the analyzed chest into the beehives. But I'm going to filter the analyzed chest myself so that we get the right things. I could filter it automatically. I think there are ways to check the metadata of an item, to check that it says, for example, pristine stock or fast work or a long life or something like that. I think there's a way to automatically set that up. But I enjoy the process of selectively breeding the bees, so I've got no problem with filtering it myself. Let's let that internally generate some seed oil, and we'll put this into our machine now. Hey, I drained all the water out of you. You haven't got any water at all. Where did that all come from? That's annoying. Okay, 0 water now. I don't know where that water came from. Maybe I wasn't as diligent in removing it as I thought I was. Okay, now I can set you on insert and you on extract. Okay, there you go. It's doing its job. Let's get some more wood for it. Again, I'd like to automate all this, but it'll just take a little while to get started. I have to say I like our village. The roads need to be finished, but after that it'll be really lovely. So there's one impregnated casing. We need to fill this back up with seed oil. And we can just put it here. And now we've got one of these casings. Let's make an apiary. Okay, that's fairly simple. Okay, there's our first apiary. So we need to put that here. And then we need to pick the best of our crappy queens. So probably the forest princess. No, let's crossbreed a little bit. We'll take a meadows princess and a forest drone. And then we'll see what we get out of it. It's a long time since I did anything with any of these things, so I may start making mistakes. But we'll see. Not bright enough. Well, let's go sleep and we'll fix that for you. Okay, let's see how things went. One thing we're lacking right now, because I don't always remember to put them in, is windows. These places need windows, or some of them do at least. Because it's a bit odd that none of them have any. There's some more. Put that on to go. And then we got one more apiary. Okay. And this one can go here. Why have you stopped working? You've used up your drone. The first drone you put in is what they breed with, so it's good to pay attention to what drone you're sticking in there. I think, anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong if I do any of this stuff badly. You need to be searched. I'm not going to use any unfiltered ones, just because at least we know what we're getting into. Again, here's some crossbreeding. A mystical princess with forest drones. So we need another drone. I'm not going to put this to work until we have some more drones, which we have pretty soon when these are finished producing. Actually, I can use this mundane comb. There's some honey, and that'll get squeezed and put straight into here. I'd like you to analyze. Oh, I would have liked it if you would have preferred it if you'd analyze the drone. I know that you're going to be crap. Well, since she's not using up her drones, let's take that drone there, and we'll put this one in ready for when she uses up her drone. Okay, now we've got 3 hives working. Although this one doesn't seem to have any bees coming out of it. I wonder if that's an error though. There's another apiary. Put that there. It's starting to fill up. It's nice. I like the bees flying off to do their work. You can occasionally catch a glimpse of them flying off through buildings, which is a bit odd. You know, I'm very happy with our village. I think it looks good. Decorations is something it's a bit short of, but that'll get better in time. Oh, another mundane comb. These guys have produced all of the stuff we've ever gotten. Now we have honey. You'll go into here and you'll power hopefully this new drone. Hopefully this mystical drone's a bit better quality than the other ones. Ah, you finished. Common princess. Good. No actual honey though, which is a shame. So we'll take you guys and I'll stick you in here, but there's not enough room really. We got a common princess and 2 mystical drones out of that, which is good, I guess. And they're different. They have different qualities, so that's good. Otherwise they'd stack. So that's a nice thing. Need more honey. I actually know where we can get a ton of honey, but I don't know if it's the same kind of honey. In the past, it hasn't worked out well. I'm going to get a bucket, and then we'll see. We'll have to reactivate our portals, though, because it involves going to the nether. Oh, I have a bucket. I forgot about that. All right, let's go to the nether. All right, so we need to fly around until we find one of those giant beehives. I think there's one. It's one there. Good. We might have to fight off some bees in the process. We do pick up combs from breaking these blocks, but it's biomes of plenty combs, not the combs we're used to. So we're in honey now. And we've grabbed a bunch of honey blocks, which look nice, so we might be able to use them for something. So I'm going to try picking up some of this honey. This honey is affected by gravity, so it's a bit weird to pick up. So my game has crashed like 4 times trying to get this honey, so I'm just going to get the hell out of here. Because that's like 6 hours of my life waiting for things to load in and then doing audio syncs, then having to edit the footage together afterwards. Let's just leave. Hopefully this honey doesn't work, honestly, because that would mean I'd have to come back and get more. And it's a pain in the ass. And that is enough crashing for me today. Also, the honeys make up. Oh, wow! That's a lot more bees than I am used to getting from these places. Let's do this. Let's just sit in the lava for a while. That was a very interesting noise that those bees made when they all killed themselves. It was quite effective, though. Good job, we're fireproof. I'd like to stop burning, though. Okay. I felt like that whole bee situation was handled pretty well, actually. I'm proud of myself for thinking of that. And now we'll see if this honey works. I'm guessing no. Let's just sort this out, because we've got several tanks with random amounts of honey in it. So, okay, well, there's one tank full of honey. I'm going to set you to extract. And then we'll see if this gets filled up with honey. It doesn't. So that was just a wasted venture. Oh, no. Maybe the pipes were taking a second to fill? No. Okay, so you need to insert. Let's get all that honey out of the system. Okay, well, at least we know now. And we've got this, I guess, this tank of honey that we will do something with at some point. I'm just going to stick them there. We don't have to worry about them. Got this cone that we can process. Actually, probably got enough seed oil now. Not to do all the things we want to do, but for the things we want to do immediately. You should get some more honey in just a second. Why didn't you get more honey? Oh, maybe it just didn't produce any honey this time. That's a shame. You know what? Since we're waiting for things to gear up anyway, I'm just going to put these things in unanalyzed, and then when we've got more honey, I'll worry about analyzing them all. Okay, now I need to sleep to get them all activated. Okay, so we are basically waiting on these to be processed. So, there's something else I want to do while we're here. I did something very stupid, and Minecraft deserves an apology from me. So I am going to make a quick temple to stupidity. And this is just for fun, basically, while waiting for our bees to be finished. And I will tell you the story of how I was stupid when the temple is finished. So I'm going to sacrifice a lot of diamonds to it, because I figure that makes up for my mistake. And then we will be back. So there's this island here, and what I want to do to it is convert it into gold and diamond. All the green will be diamond, all the sand will be gold. And we should have enough for that, maybe. If not, I'll have to go and get some more gold. I realise I've already taken off all the wood. I realise that it's going to look awful. It's going to be absolutely horrendous. And it's also going to take a lot of time and be not particularly valuable. It's also a waste of resources because I don't need to do this. It's not going to get any resource out of it. The reason we're doing this is because so I do how-tos sometimes, which is just a way of introducing people to my channel and giving them something valuable. You know, like I did a how-to on ancient warfare. Oops, that one's not the right place. Ancient warfare power systems, stuff like that. And at the start of one of those how-tos, I was looking at my worlds. I've got a how-to world and a let's play world, and there was just a spare one hanging out there. And I thought, oh well, I'll delete this spare one because I don't ever use it. It's just a random world. There's no point to it. I just made it to test something a long time ago. And I thought, okay, I'll delete it. I clicked delete, and I thought, I'm glad that I clicked delete on the right world. It would be really awful to delete my let's play world. I finish off the how-to, and I come back to start, okay, let's start filming, actually, this let's play that I've done today. And I can't find this world. There was only 3 worlds, one of which had been deleted, and the other 2 which were the let's play and the how-to. Somehow, and I say somehow because I know exactly how, due to stupidity, I deleted this world. I deleted the world that we're currently playing in, and it would literally have been the end of this series because I cannot be bothered to do all of this stuff again so that we could restart next week at the same point. So, yes, I completely deleted this world, and it was gone and would never have come back. So I spent about half an hour freaking out and staring at my computer and desperately Googling how to get back deleted Minecraft world. And then it occurred to me to check my backups. Every now and then Windows, I'm not a super expert on computers, but every now and then Windows backs stuff up under certain conditions. I don't know what those conditions are or why, and I have no idea why this happened. But it had backed up like 3 hours before just this folder. Maybe it backed up more, but as far as I could tell, it was just this folder. Just the folder that had my Minecraft saves in it. I have no idea what caused that, and no idea why it happened, but it is the only reason that you're seeing this Let's Play. So, I am building this so that I never forget, and so that I am punished. I mean, I say punished because this is all of our diamonds, and we're about to finish all of our gold. It's going to take a long time to do this. Well, not all of our gold. I need to keep going back and making more. But it's going to take a long time to do this, and it should repay the gods of stupidity that allowed me to save this world. But also, it's just a nice feature. It's an interesting thing to do with this island, but more importantly, it's a reminder to double check which file you are deleting when you delete a file, because I deleted a very important world. Because I came one random backup away from completely destroying this world, and I really like this world. It's got a lot of cool things, but also I would completely have lost passion for Minecraft after that, because it's a ton of effort, and that feeling when you lose something you put that much effort into is really awful. So I'm going to finish this, and then we will end the episode after this, but after I've done my atonement. And then, okay, I'll see you in a second. Okay, welcome back. Here is the monstrosity. This is a completed monument to my stupidity and a completed penance to the gods of random backups. It looks awful, it's an eyesore, and it's really stupid, which is fitting because that's what it's supposed to commemorate. Some awful stupidity that nearly lost us the game. So, we are out of gold completely, out of diamond completely, I chucked away any excess because I figured that's in the spirit of what we're doing. There were a couple of cases where I accidentally vein mined away the sand, like here, and I did my best to get it the same, but it probably looks a little bit different. So, there is a completed penance to my stupidity. Let's head back to our home, so that I put this thing far enough away that we wouldn't be able to see it, because I wanted to do it, and I was thinking about how to do it, and I thought this was the best way of wasting all those resources, but I didn't want to have to look at it, because it looks awful. It's just a piece of crap. But the resources are gone now anyway, and I feel like my debt to whichever deity or devil sustained our world is paid. Fun thing to do as well. It's nice, even though it was a loss of loads of resources, it was nice to know that I know that, for example, if we go and check, I bet we'll be back up on some amount of diamond and some amount of gold. Okay, no diamonds yet. Gold's getting back up there. Well, it's getting up a little bit. So let's check our bees. Bees have done. Lots of bees have done. Not much honey. All of these need to be analysed. I'm going to put them in the chest to be analysed. And I will put let's take all the non-stacking drones, because it means they've got different characteristics. And I'll put them on to analyse. And then I'll give this guy these 2 cones that we've got. Let's just see what one of them is. Oh, we got a propolis. Don't know what that is. Just shove it in here. Shorter life, slowest worker. Okay, well then we didn't gain anything particularly amazing from that. We'll have to trade for some better quality bees to try and start improving the bees that we have. I'd like to make a stock of bees that just generate a lot of honey. I don't know what bee generates the most honey, but I'm sure that we can find out, and then that'll be useful. Okay, this one's the same. Shorter life, slower worker. Well, anyway, there is the start to the bees. Before the next episode, I'm going to finish off making all of the alveries. Is that what they're called? Alveries? Apiary. All the apiaries. And probably put some more bees on to do their thing. But I think that's enough for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Gesture of None. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Next episode we'll be working on a base and a better power system and a better power storage system, lots of other better systems. And then we're going to make power that's connected remotely, which means we don't have to worry about dragging pipes all the way through the dirt. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment below if you've got any ideas, questions, suggestions, or recommendations. This has been Gesture of None, and I will see you next time.